You know, I've spent the last week going on the internet every day looking for gaming news worth discussing in an episode of Game Rants. And no, I'm not going to talk about that Phil Fish, Zoe Quinn bullshit. I went on all the fucking websites, I went to YouTube, fuck, I even went to Kotaku of all places looking for fucking anything interesting. I found jack shit. It was at that point I felt a sharp pain in my ass when I finally realized that in reality, 2014 is a bad year for gaming in general. Don't let fucking IGN tell you otherwise, it's the truth. I know someone's gonna say, well, it's the new console generation and it's only partly underway, what the fuck were you expecting? I mean, first off, I'm a PC gamer, so the whole console generation stuff doesn't really affect me. Every single console generation has had at least one amazing revolutionary game at launch or within that 1 year of launch. Super Mario World, Super Mario 64, Halo, all released at launch. Fuck, even Wii Sports was a hoot and a half. What the fuck did we get this time? Rise and Knack. Compelling shit, I know. Secondly, you're missing the fucking point. I know that this is new console generation and that real decade-defining stuff will come later, but I don't think it's unfair of me to expect at least some fucking games worth playing on the new consoles that are only coming to the new consoles. That's the thing about it. It's not like we're getting a lot of shitty games, we're just not getting any games, period. Just look at this summer drought. Don't get me wrong, games are coming towards the end of the year, with Destiny and Super Smash Bros. In particular looking great, but I don't think stuff like Sunset Overdrive, which I am looking forward to, can compare to Super Mario Galaxy, a game that came out only a fucking year after the Wii released. That's why it pisses me off when people say, well, you obviously haven't been gaming for very long, this happens every time. You obviously have the memory of a fucking goldfish, because no, it doesn't. Part of the problem is the fact that most of the games releasing this year are available on the PS3 and 360, so they're gonna get held back by hardware limitations. Not one single next generation game couldn't have been released on the PS3 or 360. Could you say that about any other console generation? Would Super Mario 64 get released on the fucking SNES? Even more importantly, because the PS4 and Xbox One are just anemic already, developers are shafting PC gamers with shit ports to make the consoles look better. I'm looking at you, Watch Dogs. Newsflash, fuckwits! You aren't gonna trick me into thinking the new consoles are legitimately powerful. It's just not the case. With every other console generation, there have been some fucking games to play, and by the end of the year, after the consoles launched, there were orgasm-inducing games to play. What do we have to look forward to this year? Honestly, what's coming out this year that you can say will be better than Scarlett Johansson sucking on your dick? What do we have coming out this year that can be compared to Super Mario Galaxy, Gears of War, or even the original Uncharted to name a few? Part of the fucking problem is the fact that half the games getting released this year are just remakes of old games. The Last of Us and Halo the Master Chief Collection slide with me because they're good value and have substantial gameplay tweaks, but shit like Tomb Raider Definitive Edition is a fucking joke. Adding to the problem is the fact that the beginning of the year was so fucking underwhelming. Games like Titanfall and Infamous Second Son were way overhyped that when you actually played the fucking things, you were slipping into a coma. Don't get me wrong, neither of those games are bad and Titanfall was pretty good, but they weren't next-gen experiences. It's saying something when South Park, The Walking Dead, and The Wolf Among Us are the best games so far this year. Licensed games are way better than AAA next-generation titles. 2014 was shaping up to be amazing. With the new console generation officially underway and tons of games coming out, 2014 was shaping up to be the best year for gaming since 2007. Now it's better to have fucking chlamydia than to be a gamer because so many games have been delayed. Don't get me wrong, I prefer for the games to actually fucking work. I don't think we want another Battlefield 4 on our hands. But this sort of thing clearly shows that both the PS4 and Xbox One, and even the Wii U to a degree, were rushed to market. If these consoles were ready to go, we'd be getting some fucking games. Right now, we got dick all because everything's been delayed. The silver lining is that 2015 is looking fucking awesome. So many games releasing next year, and I hope to fuck they're good. Right now, we got jack shit. Don't try and trick yourself into thinking there are lots of games to play, because there aren't, unless you've got standards lower than the admission board of Arizona University. Sure, we got Destiny and Smash among others coming out this year, and don't misunderstand what this video is about. There are games coming out this year that I'm excited for. I don't want to see you typing in the comments that I forgot about a game. There are games coming out this year that I'm looking forward to, but there aren't enough. let's just get real here. 2014, it's just a bad year for gaming, period. This video doesn't even talk about the bullshit business practices rearing their ugly heads, like retailer exclusive content, missing features, and an overall fuck game as money comes first. Not only are we getting shafted when it comes to games, but we're getting shafted when it comes to the value that we receive for those games. Don't sugarcoat it. 2014 is a bad year to be a gamer.